They need to be able to understand what the person with a disability is. They need to understand that some people are scared to say that I've got a disability. You know, some disabilities are hidden, some are not. You know, it just annoys me sometimes that a person with a disability is sometimes, I believe, being taken advantage of and not considered. Please consider as the same as anybody else in the community that wants to go for your property.
I'm a little bit embarrassed to say that mostly I've been too scared of real estate agents and I've tried to have as little to do with them as possible, which probably is a common thing. I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Most real estate agents would be full-time employed. They might not have that experience of having employment that's a little bit more sporadic. They might not have experience of being on government payments like the DSP, like New Start. They might not have had to budget the way that a person with a disability might be accustomed to budgeting. They might not think it's possible to budget with that amount of money and to pay the amount of rent that they're asking for.
The big thing with the real estate agents was the gatekeeper mentality that a lot of them have. I'm not talking about the actual agent, but the estate, you know, the business itself, especially the front desk people, having a cognitive disability and not being always having the right words at the right times, made it difficult to actually find out things from them and feel welcomed at the same time, if that makes sense. Like if I was asking questions and they probably hear those questions so many times a day. Whilst we were talking with the estate agent at different times, sometimes the estate agent would direct the questions to the support worker, which was a bit annoying.
If your real estate agent gives you respect because, say for example, because I've got a disability and they can work with me with the needs that I have instead of just their policies, with their policies, would be a lot better.
They're actually afraid because they're scared that they're going to offend or that they're going to make the person with disability uncomfortable, where really, in fact, we're more than comfortable living in the bodies that we've been given. It's really just people's perceptions, really, that they're just really afraid of doing something to offend. And
real estate agents have an agenda that's not your agenda as the person looking for a place. Unless you've befriended one. So let's say you've befriended one or have a real estate agent in your family, then that's different. However, your average real estate agent, generally, if I'm a disabled person looking for a place, doesn't want to give a place to me. Even though I've got a job and I'm kind of ancient and I've got no, credit problems and all that. You know what I mean? There's nothing in my history that would make me look dangerous or weird or whatever. However, as far as I'm concerned, real estate agents need to be lied to, I'm sorry, fooled, tricked, in whatever way you can, with a wealthy person doing the, what do you call, when you go on inspection, which I hate, would never do, just... If you want that place, use whatever means to get that place. I'm not talking about lying, as in, you've got a police record and you say you don't, or the other way around, or whatever. But generally their interests are different from those looking for places to rent. And you've got to remember that. They're not your friend. And so by any means necessary. Once
I actually sat down and was speaking with the estate agent himself, there was that respect there that, okay, you're looking for somewhere to live, you need somewhere to live, and you're just the person, you're not your disability. I think that was the big thing for me.
I guess in my case, they want someone to be helpful, understanding, and sort of get the person to where he or she wants to be. and it got me where I wanted to be. So I hope they can help other people.
The first thing I can say to any real estate agent, do disability awareness training. Please do disability awareness training for the good of everyone. Thank you. Sorry, I had to be done.
And when it comes to real estate agents, I'd like to think that, to try and keep in mind that they are only human beings and they really are no better than me, and that try to remember that so that you don't get intimidated by them.
It is really important to appear confident and to go in there knowing yourself, knowing what you need, what you want, and being totally assured that you can do this, you can afford it. If you can't afford it or you can't manage it, you wouldn't be there, really. So confidence is a really important thing. And this is where it does get tiring, because I think as a person with difference or a person who identifies with disability, sometimes I wonder if you do have to go in there with this extra oomph that can sometimes be so tiring. Going about trying to prove yourself, it can be actually quite tiring, because we know who we are. We're quite confident in who we are. We're comfortable in the bodies that we have. We know how to operate in these bodies and how these bodies work for us. But it's almost like we have to go in knowing that we have to convince others that we've got this. When in reality we do. We already have it. We already know we can do it. But trying to convince people is really tiring.